Okay, and not surprisingly, this next question got the most response to my post.
Okay.
Sanaya asked.
Hi, Sanaya.
She said, "How do you feel about all the imitators, from the array of the colorful hair, the Barbie doll beat mug, from trying to cause a media frenzy, things you do so effortlessly? Are you flattered, or B, you feel something else? Please tell."
Well, I'm always flattered.
Okay.
Like imitation is the highest form of flattery, or sincerest form of flattery, or whatever they say. But like at the same time, I'm not one of those girls who is like, oh, you want to be like me, and oh, because who's to say who did what first, or I mean, like things of that nature. Like you do know a girl's kind of signature look. Like you can, it's clear when I see certain things. Like it's just the way I put shit together. Like I could see, like if I have a formula or a certain way of doing things, and then I see the way that I'm doing things, someone is trying or attempting to do it that way, I mean, it's kind of like it's more power to them. Like it's not stopping what I'm doing. It is flattering. It ain't for everybody, so.
It ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how did you? Justin Xavier Jenkins asked, and this kind of ties into something I'm going to talk about later on in the interview.
Okay.
But how did you feel about the controversy when you took the photo with Ocho Cinco? Did she like the way he handled it by saying he loves all his fans?
He and I have a personal relationship, and it's not to make it more than what it is or whatever. Like I'll be, like I can be honest and say that he and I have never been sexual. Like we have a personal relationship. I consider him to be like my brother. So we talk on the side of like everything in the public. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm very business minded. Like I know what you have to say to smooth things over. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the same time, like as much as I can appreciate him kind of sticking up for me, I don't want him to kind of throw himself in that water completely. So if him saying that he takes pictures with all his fans is his way of smoothing things over on his end, then so be it. Because he's also stood up for me on many accounts. So it's just, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think being that you're such a fascinating person to me and other people, to be honest with you, I always have a format to interview. But being at the door, I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you just to kind of just delve in, because it's something that's an ongoing thing. Okay.
I'm nervous.
I love the nervous part about it. Okay. As you know, there's been a lot of scandals lately in media. Nothing to do with you.
Right.
What is your honest feeling about when trans women or trans period take pictures with celebrities and so forth, and it could be something as innocent as seeing at an event, seeing at a party, at a club, and then they post it to make it bigger than it is, or to make it something that it's not.
Right.
What is your feeling first on that, and do you think it is right when an individual period have, whether it's sexual relations, personal, intimate, whatever it is, when they try to put them on blast? What is your opinions on that?
And here, like I'm gonna sit up because it's kind of serious or whatever, and I figured that we were gonna get here, but it's pathetic to me. Like in a sense, it is pathetic, and the reason why I call it pathetic is we're all people. We all love. We all have sex. Like that's step one that people need to realize. Like a transgender person is not a mutant or a freak show, or I mean, it's just crazy because what I think that these girls kind of don't see is you kind of broadcasting yourself or kind of like presenting yourself as this sideshow freak in a sense. And the reason why I say that is that why is it headline news that a guy kind of messes with a transgender? You know what I mean? Kind of transgender. Why is that like someone almost kind of fucking a mutant or fucking an animal? Or why is it that big of a deal? Or why are you kind of portraying yourself like that? Why is it never a new couple alert, or oh, you know what I mean, kind of look who's hanging out, or just kind of anything? Like I feel like the girls kind of sell themselves short. And I also, you know what I mean, kind of say pathetic because I personally know that basically like absolutely anything is possible. I do not put anything past anyone. I can say that from personal experience. When people tell me stories or I hear stories, I'm always kind of like, because there is the possibility that it could be true, but at the same time, it's just the way that girls kind of do things. Like, I don't think that they realize how stupid, like, they make themselves look. If you are fucking with a, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Like, is this for children?
Yeah, it is. Everybody watches. I will tell you that much.
I mean, like, excuse my language, but I just have to say it because it's so real and it's so, you know what I mean?
But
Kinda like
and I don't want not to cut
now.
you off, but it's just however you express yourself is just the reality, because you're not the only person I know that feels passionate about this.
Right, but I just kind of really want these bitches to understand. Like, if you fucking with a nigga, common sense would say that if you have a relationship with a guy, excuse me, you know, like, I need to be corporate, hold on. If you are having sexual relations with a guy and you would like this relationship to continue, I would think that you would not go run at the first chance that you get to tell the world and expose him that you're having sex with him, if in fact you are actually having sex with that guy. So that's why I say that it's pathetic, because you're kind of giving yourself away. And most of the time, 90% of the time, it's fan pictures. I mean, like, these guys are in a situation to whereas, just like I said, like, you want to take pictures. So if someone who is black, white, green, like, transgender, anything, asks these people to take a picture, they're going to say, okay.
And most times it's in a moment. It's so quick, you don't even know what's going on.
But it's like, so why is it as soon as someone takes a picture with you, you decide to go run to your social media and then to make this whole fabricated story about how y'all were just on a yacht in San Tropez and how you met his mom and how he's so in love with you, when it's just really not like that. And the only reason why I'm so passionate about it is because there are so many guys who are attracted to transgender women. It's been that way for a long time. I mean,
it's nothing new.
This is not nothing new, but I think the thing about it is that, because it's not just me, but girls like myself who feel like we deserve more respect. Like, if we are dealing with these men, and if these men are so attracted to us, and we deserve more recognition than that. We all aren't sex workers or just kind of sexual objects, and I don't judge anyone. We all have been through what we've been through. You have to do what the fuck you have to do.
And that's what I was going to ask you next. In coming to lifestyle, we know there's many different girls that come from different spectrums, that have to do sex work, that choose to do sex work.
But it's a negative stigma, because at the same time, you never hear the stories about the transgender doctors or the trans. I mean, just there are so many strong, intelligent, transgendered individuals who are making so many major moves in the world. So why is it that the only time that we hear of some, or more kind of popularly, or when it's kind of, it's just always a tranny whore, or well, not tranny, but just how they word it and how they call us, and it just becomes just tiring, because we have so much more potential than that. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I totally get it.
And I feel like we have, again, like Laverne Cox and people like Janet Mock, and I mean, like, strong, intelligent, black transgender women who are making major moves, and yet and still we have girls who don't have the common sense to not kind of set us back. Like, bitch, wake up.
Does it make it okay? For example, you are beautiful, and you are.
Thank you.
you're in. I don't want to say. You're in a scene where you go out a lot. You host parties. You do all type of stuff. So it's very easy for you to meet celebrity. Honestly, does it make it hard for you? Where do you understand what I'm saying? Where one may be genuinely interested in you, but just assume because of the other ones that this is what they do. Put it out there.
It doesn't make it hard for me, because my reputation is kind of solidified. Like, you know what I mean? I've made it quite clear how I handle my business. But I've made it clear how I handle my business, how I conduct myself, whatever. I mean, word does get around, and not even in just a sense of like sexually or things like that, but I mean, just I hang with those people. You can't, if you want to be treated like a star, then you have to kind of act like a star. And I'm not even saying it as far as I go, but I say it as far as anyone. The closest or the easiest way to get close to a celebrity is to act like a celebrity and to carry yourself like a celebrity. If you're carrying on and acting like a groupie and crying and fainting, these people are not going to connect with you on a personal level because they can't be personal and be comfortable with you because you've already assumed the role of
A groupie.
Yeah.
And they get scary too.
Yeah, so it's just, I mean, I've been starstruck at times, but I think, you know what I mean? Like, I'll just compose myself and be like, you know, hey. But it's just the way that you kind of have to be.
And real quick, just before we end this segment, tranny, what does that word mean to you, if anything?
It's crazy because when I said it, I was quoting something, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I have not said it. I know that it does have a negative connotation.
Does it affect you, though?
I mean, if I cared about what people called me, I mean, like, I've been called much worse. I would say not to say it. I would say that I don't support that word. I would say, but I mean, I could care less what people call me. It's more on what I answer to. Like, you know?